What's up, guys? Okay, right now we're in Lexington, Kentucky with Linda Trapp, and on March 10th, 2022, I know we're in 2026, there's been a development. She took a trip to the hospital following a fall, and that ended with her being arrested for trespassing after Lexington police said she resisted arrest. This lady is 64 years old. The arrest left her with a broken leg and roughly $500,000 in medical bills, according to a lawsuit she later filed against the city. And there was a settlement, and we're about to get to that. But right now, we're in Lexington, Kentucky with Linda Trapp. And when you see how they will treat a 64-year-old, this is how they're going to treat you. Also, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to their channel. Click the button, it's free. Lexington, Kentucky, that's where we're at right now.
We begin this evening with an LEX 18 investigates on the arrest of a woman at a local hospital.
This is police body cam video of the night she claims police and staff treated her poorly because she's homeless. LEX 18's Lee Searcy has been looking into the incident and has details in tonight's LEX 18 Investigates.
I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk.
March 10th, 2022, Linda Trapp's trip to the hospital ended with her handcuffed on the ground. And according to Trapp, the arrest left her with a broken leg. Lexington police said she was trespassing and had resisted arrest, but Trapp and her attorney disagree.
Why do you think you were treated that way?
Because it was categorized as being homeless.
They have filed a lawsuit against Lexington Police, the contractor that runs St. Joe's ER, and a doctor, claiming her arrest led to $500,000 in medical debt.
You broke my knee.
They allege a Lexington police officer used excessive force and that the 61-year-old
Alleged? We just saw it.
was falsely arrested in the first
I'm sorry, I thought they said 64. She's 61, but still.
place.
They were taunting her. It was sort of a group mentality or mob mentality. They were really taunting her and making fun of her.
It all started when she was taken to the hospital by ambulance after a fall. But while she was in the St. Joe East Emergency Department,
Hello. What's going on?
police were called. A healthcare worker can be heard on police body cam video saying that Trapp had tried to hit them and wouldn't leave.
Okay, well, it's time for you to leave.
Think over.
Huh?
Jail, I guess.
I'm not taking you to jail. You need to leave. I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk. You just want some...
I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk, Mr. Macho Man says to a 61-year-old woman.
You just want somewhere to sleep tonight. That ain't gonna happen.
Trapp, who's homeless, stays at the Catholic Action Center and needed a negative COVID test to go back.
All they had to do was give her a COVID test. It would come back negative. They could put her in a patrol car, drop her off, and be done. No, basic human kindness. They have none of that.
These people won't give me a negative COVID.
You don't need a COVID test to stay on the street.
Yes, I do.
Not to live on the street, no.
You hear what the nurse says? You don't need a COVID test to stay on the street.
You don't.
After repeated urging from police and medical staff,
Here, put your jacket on. It's cold out there. Let me hold your paper. I'll hold your paper. How about that?
Trapp did begin leaving on her own, albeit reluctantly.
Try to go outside
Yes, you have to go outside.
and stay outside.
Yes. Where do you live at? You homeless?
As Trapp walks away, she stopped and continued to ask for her cane, which nurses said she didn't bring. Watch what happens next.
They have canes in there. They could have given her one. It cost them next to nothing for a cane.
You don't have the cane, Linda.
Go
I brought a cane.
Go find a tree branch or something.
I brought
Go find a I need my cane. Go find a tree branch. That's what these degenerates think of you.
Go get you a tree branch.
There's some good trees
You notice also the nurse said it.
over there downtown.
I brought a cane here.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Go.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
324, see?
No, you're not gonna hurt me.
Go ahead and start at 1060.
No.
humiliated her.
Now, in their report, they're not going to say that him taking her down went like that. They're going to say she dropped her weight, meaning she did that to herself.
They were telling her to go ahead and leave, and she said, I need a cane. They said, grab a tree branch. She was never told that she was under arrest. She was never told to put her hands behind her back. She was grabbed and forcefully taken to the ground.
We showed the video to Jenny Ramsey and an assistant at the Catholic Action Center to see if protocols were followed.
Told you to leave. Refuse to listen.
She was leaving. All she asked is to go get the COVID test.
Are they supposed to discharge her to the streets?
The problem is that she was just in the emergency room, and that's not considered a discharge. But as human beings and as humanity and as a faith-based hospital, I can't believe they would.
When they release you from the ER, it's not considered a discharge, but if you read your paper, you have discharge instructions, and it actually says on there, discharge instructions, so I'm not sure what that's about.
Not make the effort to find a way for her to get back to the center.
Yeah, basic human decency. They could have dropped her off.
Instead of treating Trapp for her leg,
You can do that with your doctor in the office, okay?
the lawsuit says she was taken to jail, later x-rayed, then hospitalized for a broken leg.
We reached out to Lexington Police for comment, but they told us due to the pending litigation, they couldn't say anything about it. But we did receive the personnel file of the main officer involved, Miles Foster. And according to what we saw, there's no mention of the incident. So we went back to Lexington Police to see if there had been
No mention of the incident? There wasn't an incident report wrote?
any review of it, something that wasn't listed in this file. Again, Lexington Police told us they couldn't comment.
St. Joseph's Hospital, which is not named in the lawsuit, released a statement by...
Now, they're not going to read the whole statement to you. At CHI St. Joseph Health, the safety and well-being of our patients and our caregivers are our top priority. Our values of compassion, inclusion, integrity, excellence, and collaboration guide us as we care for our patients. We recognize each person as an individual worthy of human kindness. Might want to pass that on to the law. We are also concerned about the growing prevalence of violence against nurses and other healthcare workers and encourage our caregivers to seek support if they feel threatened. We strive to maintain a balance between human kindness and keeping our patients and caregivers safe and have a process for patient feedback. Out of respect for patient privacy laws, we are not able to discuss the specifics of a patient's care. Human kindness, basic human dignity. I heard a nurse tell her to go get a tree branch instead of just bringing her a cane.
its parent company, which says in part, they prioritize the safety and well-being of patients and their caregivers, and are also concerned about the growing prevalence of violence against nurses and staff, and encourage their caregivers to seek support if they feel threatened.
Well, you did that.
As for Linda Trapp, she acknowledges she had been drinking and was a handful for hospital staff that night, but says the visit shouldn't have ended this way.
If cops can't deal with a 61-year-old elderly woman that's had a few too many to drink, they need to rethink their line of work.
She tells me she has received good treatment and care at St. Joe's in the past.
If they'd given me a test, it would have come back negative, and I would have made it back here.
There was no reason why someone did not reach out and be sure that at 10:30 at night on a cold night that she did not have a way back.
They don't care.
And that could have avoided all this. All of us deserve compassion from our police, from our hospitals. We did not see that with the way Linda was treated.
Linda's part of a marginalized community, and you can see that night on the video that she was dismissed. She was literally shooed away from the hospital, and she was wrongfully arrested.
Well,
is here now, and we've seen a good portion of the body cam footage now, but what about the police report?
Well, Trapp's attorney believes that there are some obvious discrepancies. Take a look. Here is a copy of that police report on your screen. It states Trapp refused to leave and that after being advised, she was placed under arrest and began to aggressively resist by throwing her arms around and pulling her arms away. On the video, we listened to it many times. We did not hear the officers tell Trapp that she was being arrested before they grabbed her.
Because they never told her that.
So the citation says she dropped her weight instead of being forced to the ground. Trapp's attorney strongly disputes that.
Wow. Well, people can watch the body cam video for themselves on our website. We posted the first 10 minutes of when officers arrived until Trapp was arrested. You can go to lex18.com to see that.
Anyway, where are we at right now? Right here.
Good evening, I'm Megan Mannering.
And I'm Larry Smith. We have an LEX18 Investigates update on a homeless woman who sued the city of Lexington after she says police hurt her while being wrongly arrested outside a local hospital.
As our Lee Searcy reports, the city has agreed to pay more than $1 million to settle the case.
Now, it's a $1.2 million settlement. People think, wow, she got $1.5 million. She did not. Because the first thing the attorney is going to do is pay any outstanding debt she owes from that. We already know the medical bills exceed $500,000. The attorney is typically going to get, I don't know, 45, 50, 60% depending on where they're at, and she's going to get the rest. I mean, that's still, you know, if they get 60%, she's still going to have, you know, a few $100,000, but $1.2 million, she's not going to see a lot of it.
I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk.
It was March 10th of 2022. Linda Trapp's trip to the hospital after a fall ended with her handcuffed on the ground, arrested for trespassing after Lexington police said she resisted arrest. It all started after police were called to CHI St. Joseph East. A healthcare worker can be heard on police body cam video saying Trapp tried to hit nurses and wouldn't leave. Trapp says she kept asking for a negative COVID test so she could go back to the Catholic Action Center where she was living at the time.
Okay, well, it's time for you to leave.
I go where?
Huh?
Jail, I guess.
I'm not taking you to jail. You need to leave. I'll drag you out and throw you out on the sidewalk. You just want somewhere to sleep tonight.
His parents must be so proud. They probably are.
That ain't gonna happen.
Trapp, who admitted she had been drinking and had regular run-ins with officers, filed a lawsuit against Lexington police, claiming excessive force and wrongful arrest after she says she was left with a broken leg and $500,000 in medical bills.
You don't have to cane, Linda.
Go find a tree branch or something.
Go put your tree branch.
There's some good trees over there downtown.
I brought a cane here.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Go.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
320, 4C.
No, you're not gonna hurt me.
Go ahead and start at 1060.
No.
LEX18 has learned the city of Lexington recently settled with Trapp to the tune of $1.2 million for Officer Miles Foster's actions. A city spokeswoman says he has since retired on occupational disability unrelated to this incident.
Of course he has.
We talked to Trapp's attorney, John Reynolds, back in 2023.
They humiliated her. They were telling her to go ahead and leave, and she said, I need a cane. They said, grab a tree branch.
Trapp also sued the contractor that runs the ER at CHI St. Joseph East and a doctor. A judge later dismissed them from the suit with agreement by Trapp and her attorney. The hospital was never sued. Back when I first covered Trapp's story, I asked her about what happened.
Why do you think you were treated that way?
Because it was categorized as being homeless.
Linda's part of a marginalized community, and you can see that night on the video that She was dismissed. She was literally shooed away from the hospital, and she was wrongfully arrested.
I reached out to Trapp to see if she had anything to say about the settlement. She told me she needs time to think about it, but said for now that everyone deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. She currently remains homeless, but is staying in a hotel until she figures out where she wants to live permanently. The city of Lexington had no comment. In Lexington, Lee Searcy, LEX 18 News.
This appears to be the highest settlement by the city within the last 5 years. Our Investigates team continues to look into the numbers. You can watch all our stories on this by visiting LEX18.
LEX18. Yes, you can watch that there. Anyway. Oh no. No, oh no, you're not going to hurt me. Well, they are. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free. Let me know what you think about this one. And I'm out.